So financial freedom allows you to live life on your terms, but it doesn't happen by chance. It requires intention, it requires planning, and quite a bit of discipline actually to take control of your finances and budget wisely. So the first step to financial freedom is to track your finances. And this sounds probably really dull and boring, but it is very difficult to take control of your finances and budget wisely if you don't know where your money is going. So first of all, track your spending in detail for a good 2 to 3 months using an app, a spreadsheet or a written budget, notebook, pen and paper, however works for you. But note down every single expense from household bills, travel, car, food, utilities, through to subscriptions, debt payments, and just everyday spending, clothing, that coffee takeaway, takeouts, all of that sort of thing. Just keep a note of all of it, and there's no judging at all here. But if you keep a note of it, this spending snapshot can then highlight areas where you can target for savings as well. And then with your spending baseline identified, it's time to then build yourself a budget, listing all the recurring fixed expenses first, like your mortgage, rent, loan payments, insurance, utilities, and so on. And then add all the variable but essentials costs like groceries, petrol, household items, clothing, and so on. When that's done, you can then go on to step 2, looking at ways to reduce your outgoings. So review your monthly budget and adjust the category amounts based on your financial situation and priorities. And I can't stress this enough, do not beat yourself up for the occasional overspend. Just get back on track next month. And also don't beat yourself up for wanting to have that coffee on the way to work or wanting a takeaway on a Friday night. This is your life, your budget, so you budget for the things that you want to budget for. I'm not saying cut out things, I'm just saying budget for them, and then you can spend guilt-free because you've already budgeted for it. And sticking to your budget long term is a key to financial freedom. And I know it's not easy, so I've got a few tips here for you. First of all, and I've just been really guilty of resubscribing, but unsubscribe from brand emails to reduce your temptation from promotions. This is something I'm going to be doing in my inbox over the next couple of weeks, to be fair. Because I notice those emails come in and I want to spend, but when they don't come in, I don't really want to spend. So yeah, unsubscribe. And then also set a waiting period, so like a 30-day waiting period for bigger purchases, so that you're not doing things on impulse. That impulse will go if it's something you don't really want or don't really need. But if after a 30-day period you do still really want it, you do still need it, go and get it. Set aside cash in envelopes for things like going out, entertainment, takeaways, clothing, and things like that. And that will then help you to curb that spending once the cash is gone. Pack your lunch and snacks to avoid restaurant costs, or the like when you go into the petrol station picking up snacks. If you've got stuff already, you're not going to get more. So I'm not saying don't have them, just saying maybe reduce because you've already got, and you've got things that you really like as well, rather than being limited to the choice available. Get creative with free activity ideas, so things like picnics, museums, window shopping, hiking, and so on. Consider cheaper mobile, internet or TV packages, and look for utility savings by comparing providers, and do that regularly as well because things do change. And then also you can buy secondhand or swap clothes with friends to refresh your wardrobe on a budget. So sites like Vinted are really having their moment right now. And then evaluate what's important. So let your values guide your spending. For example, if friends and family are highly important to you, spend more on making memories together. If your value is convenience, then outsource tasks like cleaning or the ironing. As I said before, the key is not to deprive yourself of anything that you want, need or enjoy, but to budget for them and stick to it. And then get organised. So think about what you might need a savings pot for. It is prudent to have an emergency fund. Sorry, I'm being a bore here, but there's always unforeseen things that need to be paid for, like my tyre blew the other day. So we needed that from the emergency fund. So yeah, think things like car breaking down, you needing to replace the washing machine or any other white goods, medical expenses. If you've got a pet medical expenses, if you've not got insurance or if it's outside the scope of the insurance. And then you can open separate savings accounts for different goals, or if you've got one of the challenger banks like Starling or Monzo, you can set up separate pots. And you can divide up your savings, and you can even automate a lot of transfers into these regular accounts, so the contributions happen before you even know about it, and it's just done, it's just gone. But budgeting and taking control of your finances doesn't need to be boring, so you could also set some discretionary spending for money pots, like clothing, dining out, hobbies, entertainment and holidays and things like that, other costs that align with your lifestyle. And you can use surplus income from bonuses, tax refunds, gifts wisely by saving or paying down on debt rather than inflating your spending. And of course, avoid taking consumer debt where possible. Make most of tax-free allowances. Now this is a good one because a lot of people don't do this. So make use of the UK government's tax advantage savings and retirement accounts such as ISAs, pensions, the lifetime ISAs, the mortgage ones as well are really good too if you're looking to buy a property. So let your savings grow tax-free and also take full advantage of employer and, if you own a business, employee pension contributions where you can. Explore ways to increase your earnings as well. So look at ways you can increase your income and your money coming into the household as a family, if you are a family, or on your own if it's just yourself. Can you negotiate a pay rise? Can you go for a promotion at work that will offer a higher salary? Do you have a skill that could be monetized through freelancing to build up some additional income? If you are a business owner, then what else could you do to grow that income for your business? Is there additional service lines you can add? Just have a think about all the ways that you could grow your income, be that you personally or as a business owner. And if you're not already a business owner but would like to be, look at starting a side hustle. How can you look at starting your own business to grow your income? And I've just skipped ahead a little bit to what I was going to say about starting a business, because there are lots of ways that you can do it. Many of our clients are choosing to follow their dreams and launch their own business. Many of these women need to find a way of driving income that allows them to also look after their family, and often that income driver needs to offer flexibility in how they work, and therefore starting your own business and working on your own terms is a really good way of achieving that. I know it's so scary though, and it is an entry into the unknown, but it is also so rewarding and really, really satisfying. Most of us have had a business idea at some point, and it could be going self-employed in a career that you've already done and love, or perhaps it's something you're already doing as a side hustle, or something you've always dreamed of doing, or a hobby that you want to turn into the next stage. Taking your business idea and turning it into a business plan doesn't need to be a lengthy, drawn-out process. Doing a business plan can just be something that's a one-page, clearly outlines what you want to do, how you'll do it, who your customers will be, and what opportunities and threats, so yes, what analysis I suppose, what you want to do for the first 12 months, and then just go for it. Lots of women worry that they could never make it or be successful, but you can do it. There's nothing you've got to lose. I read a stat the other day that 23% of individuals don't launch their business through fear of failure. But what have you got to lose, really? Pursuing financial independence does require a balance of short-term fun and long-term security. But by taking control of your finances now and budgeting intentionally, you can gain the power to design your ideal future. Stay focused on the prize, and you'll steadily move towards lasting financial freedom.